Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is April 2nd, 2012. Monday evening, and here's your update for today. Got a big amount of updates for you. Oh, yes, we do. And I wanted to start the show off with Dutch Sense's channel. He has an alert out there for everyone that is in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and the Midwest. And he shows damaging winds, hails, and possible tornadoes. I did favor his report. It is under my favorites. Please go on to my main channel, Feel Free Music, and go into my favorites. Lots of news going on tonight. Also, I did favor a volcano giving out a smoke ring. It was like weird. It looked more like a stargate or a wormhole opening up, but who knows. And that was from about a year and a half ago, but I did favor it. So, very good video under my favorites. On Paul Begley's channel, 34. Paul Begley 34's channel. The pastor was talking about how Netanyahu is they're planning on rebuilding the temple over there where Solomon's temple used to be, and now it's the Dome of the Rock. But they're gonna build the third temple supposedly next to or adjacent the Dome of the Rock. But they're getting ready to rebuild the temple, the one that was destroyed in the story of Hanukkah, the one that's going to be rebuilt for the coming of the Savior, the coming of Christ, Jesus Christ. The Jews believe it's the first Savior that was coming, and the Christians believe that it's Jesus Christ. But doesn't matter. Someone's coming, so here you go. Christ is on his way. They're going to rebuild it, and I guess the plans are somewhere online. He said he's seen the plans for the temple. And let's see, what else did Pastor Paul Begley also talked about? Saint Death, Mexico. 3 people sacrificed to the devil. Oh, I favored that video. You might want to check that out. Fireball meteor over Christchurch, New Zealand. And I favored his video on that. Also, 5 dead in Oakland, California at a Christian university shooting. And so on, they're holding an Asian male, and the shooting started at 10:33 a.m. I guess today, but he reports on that. Also, RT, Russian television reports on 4/1. They did a report that Los Angeles, California is the meanest place in the world towards homeless people. So RT did a big thing on that one, saying that Skid Row looks the same or worse as a third world country. You know, I don't know, but so a report about that. And here's an interesting thought. Well, let me get on to the rest of the news, and then I'll give you my interesting thought on some things. Maybe I'll do a rant at the end of this show, so stay tuned. Now, Lots of news. I'm going to bombard you with news. Let's see. Let's go on to SOT.net. Earth changes. Let's go on to SOT.net. Let's see. Computer's running a little slow. Here we go. USGS earthquake magnitude 6.3 Oaxaca, Mexico. So there is another earthquake today. Pretty big. 3,000 dolphins found dead on Peruvian beaches due to oil companies' acoustic impact. Excuse me. Lima, Peru. So far in 2011, some 3,000 dead dolphins have washed up on the beaches in the North Peruvian region of Lambacu, supposedly having died from the effects of petroleum exploration in the area. Now, and that came from Peru 21 report on Sunday. Now, so I guess someone's putting sonar out, either it's satellites or ships, and that's what's going on possibly with all these dolphins dying. Now, I want you to remember, dolphins have almost, if not the same size brain as us. So just keep up all the crap that's going on in the world and see what happens. They're as smart as us. Okay? So, I mean, what would we do if someone kept, sending out signals and killing us? You see what I mean? It's almost like an act of war to them on the dolphins. Now, dolphins are pretty nice to humans. It's bad enough sharks are attacking us. Keep it up. There's so many dolphins. I don't know. If all of a sudden all the animals of the sea start banding together, we might be in a lot of trouble since there's more water than land on this planet. So, who do you think really has the advantage? Just heads up on that. It's just disgusting. Just try to keep going, destroying everything. Natural selection will make its decision, okay? Natural selection will make its decision. Astonishing heat in March set records for the month in U.S. And Japan experts warn of earthquakes that could produce 34-meter tsunami. Okay, so that's it for the extinction protocol. Moving on, let me take that off. Maybe the computer will go a little faster. Oh, here's some more though. Did I put flood damage Fiji likened to war zone? Oh, flood damage, see? What can come in on the floods? Who knows? Maybe all the sharks and the dolphins will come in and take care of things. Unexplained triple mystery booms rattle houses in northern region of France. Okay. And that's it for SOT.net. Sometimes things just keep popping up as we go. Next. We read this one, so we don't need it. Let's see here. Next. Here we go, and this one is the extinction. Nope, wait. Here we go, Miss Milky the Clown channel. Now, she put up some good things, and finally, I'm going to read to you some of the things that are on here from her channel. This is today's report. Okay, what's this one from? Magnitude 6 quake hits Fukushima, intensity 5 of 7. TEPCO webcam shifts position. Radio. Allegations of pet deaths after radiation exposure are supported by top universities reanalysts of 3 Mile Island data. And then I think I heard it was on Dr. Deagle's channel, or it might have been Miss Milky Clown's channel. I mean, both of them talk about it. 3 Mile Island, very close to the Hershey chocolate factory. Very close. Think about it. Let's see. All right. A reanalysis of cancer incident near the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant. Okay. Nuclear expert on major U.S. radio show. When I do the numbers, it says Fukushima is as bad or worse than Chernobyl. Well, you know it's worse than Chernobyl. Chernobyl was one reactor. We're talking about, what, three reactors and spent fuel pools and all kinds of stuff. And that guy that was from France, that was Pomper, the guitar player, he says there's 11 nuclear things going on over there, and it's the biggest plant in the world. Like 11, if you include all the spent fuel pools, and if you count all the reactors, somehow it adds up to 11 places that were nuclear waste is being stored and used. So I'll have to see this Pompous Playback channel, and I did favorite, so look through my favorites. Just keep going back and back and back, and it's like the very first one that he did. And I did favorite. It's in there somewhere. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else is said on here. Okay, moving on forward. Takes a minute. I had to hit the play button. Okay, iodine, 131 levels. Rise 350 kilometers from Fukushima at sewage plant. Radionuclides starting to transform into other substances such as tellurium, Tellurium, tellurium has transformed into iodine. Local official. Here's another one. Let's keep going. If it likes to move, it'd be nice. Here we go. Local official. It is not really reported that strontium is so dangerous that it used to be used for chemical weapons of the Nazis. Okay. Sure. If nuclear weapons are being used, you know, nuclear stuff is being used for weapons, then why would we live around these nuclear plants? It doesn't make sense. Local official. Japan government did not reveal plutonium-241 detection. Radiation dose was 50 times higher than total of other 3 plutonium isotopes that were mentioned. This is all bad, bad, bad. Here we go. Stop that one. Local officials suggested there's more footage of reactor number 3 explosion after bringing up MOX. I guess that's the MOX fuel. Videos of explosion are not allowed to be seen. Well, start posting videos, I guess, so everyone can see them. I'm sure people are posting it all over the place. You know. Check YouTube. They're probably all over. I'll try to search some out. Who knows? It is the well-known fact to people in Fukushima area that there are 9% of plutonium in uranium in Fukushima. Oh. Okay. Okay, NYT. Cores at 3 of the plant reactors melted down, breaching their containment vessels. TEPCO maintains fuel stopped short of breaching containment vessels. Oh, sure it did. Scientists. California fish harmed by Fukushima radiation. Thyroids are sensitive to iodine-131. Radioactive material probably accumulated in Opali, Half Moon, and Sonorita. Those are bays, I think, up north. Half Moon Bay. Yeah, those are bays. By the beach. Moving on. It was moving slowly. I'm just going as fast as it's coming up. Okay. 40 million becquerels of iodine-131 in a single bed of kelp off Southern California. Amount most likely larger. Oh. How much higher can you go? Forbes. Nuclear power is no longer a viable source of new energy in U.S., says Exelon CEO, who retired just days earlier. U.S. News and World Report, nuclear power is on its deathbed, says experts. Public is riveted on the issue of nuclear safety. Scrutiny is so intense. What else we got going on here? It's still going. Manichi. Highest radiation level yet. 37 times government limit detected in river trout caught 40 kilometers from meltdowns. Meltdowns, melt-throughs. UPI, Fukushima, at risk of new meltdown. Level of cooling water 29 feet lower than estimated. Here comes some more. Magnitude 5.0 hits Fukushima. Okay. Multiple other quakes of similar strength in northeast Japan. Wow, bunch of quakes going on out there. Lots of quakes. NYT on reactor number 4. Risk of another colossal radiation leak if cooling problems arise, experts say. TEPCO has been racing to fortify crumpled outer shell. Southern California had 2,500 becquerels per kilogram of iodine-131 in seaweed, over 500% higher than other tests in the U.S. and Canada. Wow. Not good. Not good at all. Up to 1 billion becquerel per kilogram of iodine-131 was estimated in seaweed near Fukushima reactor study. Study. Fukushima radiation plume contacted North America at California with greatest exposure in Central and Southern California. I'm telling you, my boat is ruined. My sailboat is ruined. I just know it. No good. Okay, and that's it That's environmental. Science and technology. Yeah. Okay. That's it with Miss Milky the Clown's channel. Let's take that off of there. That's a lot of news today. Let's see, let's close that. Yep. See if I got another one going. Let's see if there's anything else up here. Nope. Wait. I did go into the extinction protocol. Yes. Alrighty then. Wait, let's look in here anyway. Let me make sure I have covered everything for you guys. Nope. There's the extinction protocol 2012. Let's do that one. Now, let's go to the top of that one. Yeah, we didn't do extinction protocol 2012. We did the SOT.net. That's what we were doing. That was all SOT.net. Let's see if we can get this to go up. Slow internet, go to the top, please. Wow. Alright. I'm so happy that I have Bright House. Oops, did I say that? Alrighty then. I think that's really Time Warner. I wanted to take care of my show. Here we go. Unexplained triple mystery booms rattle houses in northern region of France. Yeah, see, some of it was duplicates. Oh, here we go. Disturbing rise in sex crimes in New Zealand, partly blamed on earthquakes. Yeah, right. Okay. News sex sells, I guess. They had to put that in there to sell some information. New Zealand residents report loud boom from large fiery meteor. We saw that one. And this one says it's a 6.0 magnitude earthquake strikes Oaxaca region of Mexico. Okay. Uh-oh, here we go. Unemployment across EU hits 15-year high. Alert level raised to orange on Colombia's Nevado del Ruiz volcano. Heads up. Cyclone Daphne may threaten flood lodged Fiji with more rain. Fiji looks terrible right now. Total surveillance, Big Brother society fast becoming reality in America. See, I guess Alex Jones was right. And I did favor that. I did favor that video. Just go to my favorites. Then here's another one. Economic 21st century civilization unravel. Lativa goes from boom to bust. A lot of people leaving Lativa. Let's see. Here's another one. Ferndale, Michigan residents shaken by 3 mysterious booms and bright flashes in Michigan today. Secret Powers of Time. Professor Philip Zimbardo's lecture on how time affects people. I might have to, that's a new one on there. I'm going to have to maybe favor that. U.S. moves closer to intervention in Syria with show of support for opposition. There's a lot of news today. Mount Etna blows her top for 5th eruption in 2012. Now, see, I did favor that. Okay, those are all favored. So now we can close this window. Oh, yes. Now, I must start ranting in a minute. But this was a long one for you guys. Maybe I'll have to rant tomorrow. But here's another thought. Here's a Diana theory. Another Diana theory. uh, they're talking on Dr. Deagle yesterday about CME Carrington effect, where our grid goes down and they're waiting on it and they know it's going to come sooner or later, but our power grid's going to go down. Okay. If the power grid goes down and the CME shorts out all the electrical equipment, it shorts it all out, and burns it up, all the wires and whatever else is going on. So your electrical equipment's like gone. What happens with all the nuclear power plants that are like scattered all over the world, especially all over our country? What's going to happen if we did have a Carrington effect CME? I mean, if like in the 1800s, 1859 or whatever it was, when all the power goes out, you have approximately, what, 90 minutes before total meltdown? Melt through? Going into meltdown? Tell me, you geniuses out there in the nuclear industry, since this happened in 1859, once before, so you did have some kind of information on something like that, that if there was a solar flare, a CME, that takes out our grid, takes out all our power, how the hell are you going to cool those nuclear plants, especially the ones that are like in the middle of our country, not by the ocean? Everything is basically electronic, right? So if everything burns out, how do we start the backup generators, start anything up? I'd like to know that. And how would you get it done all over the country, all at once, way before I think the 90 minutes is up? What do you think's gonna happen? I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't take, these brainiacs out there build these things. And more I'm seeing, like, the idiocy about it. You know, sooner or later, we're expecting it. We're expecting a stupid CME that's going to take out our power grid. Take everything out. All the power. No more power. How the hell are you going to cool all those nuclear plants? I would like to know that. I think that you better get your act together pretty fast. Because guess what? All you geniuses out there in the nuclear world, guess what? You probably live by a nuclear plant yourself. The way they're strategically strewn all across the country, really all across the world. It might not just be our country, it's all across the world. You don't think you're going to be affected by it? And oh, you think you're going to escape it? I already told you in your Learjet. We saw the video by one of the YouTubers. He's up in the plane, probably flying first class, and he's getting irradiated right there in his chair. It's just his little Geiger counter's going off and going off and going off, saying he's in a hazard zone. And I guess he had to just sit pretty, as they say. He had to sit tight and sit pretty. So, alrighty then. So, that's my rant for today. If we get a CME, Diana theory, I think we're in a lot of trouble. If all the power grids and anything, it all goes down, we're in a lot of trouble, aren't we? So you better rethink your way to boil water, because that's what even Einstein said. What a way to boil water. Come on now. You got Tesla ingenuity. Everyone knows about it now. That's one of the great unveilings, Everyone knows about Tesla power. So why don't you just start changing over to that? I guess you could probably figure a way on charging us for it. I'm sure you'll pretty much figure a way. Also, stop using the... If you're going to sit there and destroy all the dolphins because you're throwing all these sonic waves. All these waves, ultrasound, looking for, oh, we need more oil. And you're killing all the dolphins. I'm going to tell you something again. Nature will take you out. Whoever's doing that, they're going to take you out. That's nature. That has nothing to do with anybody else. Has to do with Mother Nature. Has to do with the natural selection. Look that up. It's natural selection. So, and here's another word that I always learned when I was a theater manager. And I've heard this time and time again. This is an old saying. If not, you can call it a Diana saying. But I know it's an old saying because I've heard it more than once being referenced. And, you know, well, once you're at the top, you're up there at the top. Guess what? The only way to go is probably down, isn't it? Unless you go off into a UFO into outer space. Once you're at the top of anything, your industry, your business, whatever it is, your empire, once you're at the top, there's only one, it's physics. There's probably only one way to go after that. Keep that in mind. Alrighty then? So, you geniuses out there, building things that you know are going to end up being terrible booby traps. You know. But I'll tell you again, natural selection. If you're going to be the shyster of the world, the caca person of the world, and you're going to keep destroying things, you know, it's your karma. You might take out a few innocent people, but, you know, who knows? There's fates worse than death, but, you know, it's just not right. Natural selection will be coming for you. You know, because it has to balance out. That's just how life is. You can have your bad, but then you have your good. Either way, the earth will balance itself out. So, you all have a great, great rest of the Monday. One day down. 4 to go before the weekend. We only got 4 days to go, and we got 1 day down. Enjoy your rest of your Monday, and thanks for listening to my rant. I've been known to say a lot worse, you know, but I'll save that for a special event or holiday. I'm being pretty nice right now. Alrighty then. Take care. I'll see you again tomorrow. Same time. Approximately. Bye. Have a great night. Check out my favorites.